Good morning, folks. Mr. Greenwood here. Today we're getting into step 4 of our assignment, which is creating blocks. So what we need to do first, like I've done here, is go to the symbol definitions handout, or you can also scroll down to the next page and you'll get all of the dimensions of all of the blocks you will need for an AutoCAD drawing for a set of architectural plans. So I've gone ahead and I've drawn all of mine already to speed up the process. You know how to draw, so I'm going to leave that to you. But if you go down to all of the dimensions of symbols, it's going to show you the exact sizes that you need of every single item. So we're going to go ahead and draw those all in the 0 layer. Make sure you're in the 0 layer. If you're not in the 0 layer, you are not going to be able to remove the object after you are done. We want the object to disappear from our drawing so it only forever stays as a block. So always in the 0 layer. Okay, so I've got mine nicely laid out here. You can draw them in whatever order you want. You just need to draw all of them at some point. The next step is we're going to take these drawings that we have and turn them into a block so we can use them over and over and over again. If you're drawing a giant apartment building and you have 10,000 electrical outlets, it will be such a waste of time if you draw it 10,000 times instead of just having a block that you can click, 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 put them all into place. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so once you're ready, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to the Insert tab. So make sure you see the Insert tab. Give it a click. There we go. Okay, so now we need to go and click Create Block. So if we come from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes over, there will be this button right here, the little star above the Create Block. We are going to click on that. So now it's going to give us a giant menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to type in the name of my block. So I'm going to do, like in the instruction says, I'm going to do the 110 volt outlet. So I'm going to call it outlet 10 volt. When you're naming things, it's really important to be specific as to what your object is, providing things like numerical values, specific naming, and always you want your blocks in your library to show up really neatly. So if you give the same name for all of the outlets, you call it outlet, and then specifically what it is, it will be super easy to find. Okay. So next thing, we want to pick a base point. So we're going to click on Pick Point. So once we do that, that is going to be the insertion point on our drawing. And so this is my 110 volt outlet. I want to make sure I pick a spot that makes sense to place it on our drawing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select what part I think is going to be most likely to attach to the wall, so it's easy to place. So I'm going to do this one right here. This one, and this one would also be acceptable spots. Or if you get really fancy and you go halfway in between, that can work too. But I'm going to pick this one because it's nice and easy. All right, I've picked my point. Now we are going to go over to select objects. So that's this one right here. So go ahead and give that one a click. And now what we can do is we can create a window. So if we click one single time and then drag and highlight all of the objects that we need to be a part of our block, like I've done so here, then it will select everything. Another way to do that is if we select again, to start from the right-hand side, click once and drag, and this green box, anything that it is touching, even though it's not fully over top of it, it will select. So 2 options. We'll go ahead and hit enter. Okay, so now we've selected our object. You'll notice we got a nice, cute little drawing up here, right in the top center of our dialog box. But we're gonna keep working our way down. We are gonna go to here and click delete. So instead of simply converting to a block, this will also remove it. So we know what blocks we've made and what blocks we haven't. So go ahead and select that. All right, now we always want to allow exploding in case we want to make edits later. That is already selected on my end. Just make sure it's done. And then it's always a great idea to provide a short description. So you remind yourself what that block is for. So I would write something like, this is a standard 110 volt household. Quick description, we are good to go. And when you're done, you're gonna go and click OK. And you'll notice, boom, this has disappeared. It is all gone. So we can move on to the next one because that block is created. So if you're worried and you want to check to make sure that it is there, what you can do is click up on the top left, just below the little A, click insert. And look at that right there. We've got 110 volt outlet right there. So that's what we want to see. If we click on that, it's at our base point and we can insert it to wherever we want. We can start to look at our house here. Boom. And now I have an outlet in my drawing. All right, we'll be moving on to the next step in the next video. So I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.